Okay everyone, today in this video we're going to talk about the elenco power supply, the xp-620, xp-620 I said. Anyway, it says on the front of it, Healed Institute of Technology. I guess what that means that they sponsored this power supply, I guess, to this college, I guess. Maybe they had someone build it there and they sponsored it, because on the board you see in there it says a link on it. It says that exact model number I just read off to you, and that's what it come across on the eBay auction when I searched for it. Anyway, what I wanted is to get a power supply that could have adjustable positive and negative voltage on it, so that it can give me, so I can want op amps, or I can want amplifiers that require a certain, they have to have a negative voltage as well, not just positive. You can't really do that very well with just a positive power supply. There's ways of doing it like for if you get two power supplies. Only the disadvantages of that is that if you do it that way, you might end up breaking one of the power supplies because it's not made to do it like that. One way you can do it is use batteries, but I don't like doing it that way. Anyway, enough about this. This is what we're going to do. Then I'm going to explain to you what was wrong with this power supply. Now, the one thing is that the regulator, the negative regulator, was not negative. It was a positive voltage regulator. In fact, it still works. The regulator that was negative, that was used in the negative place, still works. It's just that it was the wrong type, which is unfortunate, even though it was stressed out, wired backwards, and all that. I bet it could be because maybe, who knows, maybe because the LM317 has a internal current limiting, short circuit protection, stuff like that, thermal shutdown. But sometimes that don't happen. It won't shut down sometimes, depending on what current you draw. Anyway, got probe 0 to the negative. The guy said that the negative one was giving out negative 26 on the whole time. Well, that was the reason why. Using the wrong regulator, and also having a potentiometer that was not working right. Cause see, what happened was, it was a replaced the negative voltage regulator with that regulator there, and placed it, and the next thing you know, I turn on, it's still the same thing. And I did test it to make sure that it was not placing like a positive one there, because I checked the first pin via adjust to see if it was positive or negative voltage. It was positive, meaning that it was wiring up like the LM337. The LM317 takes negative on the first pin. Anyway, if I turn it on, you'll start to see there's a voltage there, and it's around, see if I can zoom in on the meter. I like analog meters better. Come on, there we go. Perfect. I'd say that's around 2.5. And you can see over there, not 2.5, 1 times 30. So that's 30. That's close to 9. Close to 8. 8, and that's what's on a little bit before 8. Now, the thing is, the pot is not replaced. It's not replaced yet. I'm just using the opposite end that hasn't been used, and luckily it fixed part of it. But the thing is, it made it touchy it sometimes. I'm turning it. I guess that's because there must be some burned out parts on there still left on the element inside the pot to cause it to not be that easy to tune. See, if you go this way, that makes it go higher. This way it goes lower. Once I get the pot replaced, it should be able to go from negative to positive in the correct direction as the scale says. I guess what happened was what I bet what happened was when they put that LMG-17 where the regular negative voltage regulator was supposed to be, it drew current on there enough to try to stress out that one resistor R2 you see on the board there. I don't think you can see it well. Let's see if I can zoom in. You have to zoom in. R2, I don't know if you can see that. There's a black spot on that. That's the first thing I noticed when I took it apart. Another thing is, when I took it apart, at first one I thought that the first, why you see the two regulators like that? First one I thought was LM317, L337 was that one. It was covered up so much in heatsink compound, it was hard to read the bottom of that was on that part. And then I decided, then once I removed it, it said LM317 on it, and I tested again with the positive part of the voltage. It was gone, so that means I took out the positive one. But anyway, I decided to replace the regulator itself, so I had extra of those LM317s. I decided to replace it so that we could get it working better, just in case that regulator was stressed out and about ready to break. It's probably best to do it that way. Besides, after I cut it off there, trying to read it, thinking that was a negative. It wasn't. Then I looked at the other one, which I could tell that was LM317, was the only one that was left on there. That was it. The other two are there's a transistor and a fixed voltage regulator of 5 volts for the 3 amp 5 volt power supply, the 7805. Anyway, as you can see here, I could go to the positive one. It's moving around rapidly because these leads are loose. Wish I had some kind of wire I could put inside. Okay. So right now we're getting around 7.5 volts with the positive. Maybe not. 7.5, almost close to 8, which is exactly correct with 9 there. I did calculation on calculator with the half of it being 2K and half of 2K is 1K. I did the equation on it. It gave me around 8 volts instead of 9. It's closer to 8. Then I could adjust it this way. Goes down to 1.25 volts. I don't know why they say it goes on 1.5. It doesn't go down with LM317 and LM337 do not regulate down to just 1.5. They go down further. They go down to 1.25. Then the 3 amp one. The 3 amp one on this power supply uses a 1 amp voltage regulator, but can allow 3 amps on it by using a pass transistor, what they call it, where it takes where it shares it, makes it where the current can handle current. So if it's hard to explain what the pass transistor does, but what it does is it allows more current to flow through the transistor and shares it with the output. Probably regulates it better. And there it is. Those are 5 volts. We're getting 5 volts there. And there you have it. I'll make sure to keep up with the first videos. Another video would be to put the pot in there, then replace it, and then I don't know if I'm gonna. I did order the resistors that for that burned out one. It's not a 5% one; it's 1%. Probably 1% of it would do better. I'm not for sure. Yeah, the pie doesn't matter. The pie make it more accurate. Not for sure. Maybe not. Well, anyway, it was nice getting this thing. So thanks for watching. If you like it.